Hey, my bad.
Yeah. It's been some time since we did this. Seriously, setting this up, it kept popping things up, but it's like this, and now there's double audio, and it's like, yeah, it's been a while since we've gone live. So, how are you, dear?
I'm good. I smashed my finger.
Why did you do that?
I got the sore finger.
I don't care what you've got.
I smashed it in the door trying to get alcohol. I hadn't even been drinking yet.
Well, if anyone comes to this after the fact, I don't know why anyone would. Whoa! There's Sean. Do you not see his chat?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Do you need to get your glasses?
Yes.
What's up, man? So I was just going to say, if anyone checks this out after the fact for any reason at all, we've long had this idea of trying to do like a not weekly, but
maybe once a month.
Once, maybe twice a month, kind of a live, just hang out, just, have another one, Lacey.
I haven't started yet. It's a Mai Tai.
So the whole plan is make it a Thursday Nerdsday. Try to engage the community a little bit more instead of with like just polo pals and stuff.
Well, Sean, since you are the only one here, we can just talk to you right now. Can you hear us okay? We're experimenting using our normal microphones on the laptop. So can you hear us? Do we need to be louder?
We also have the laptop.
Sounds good.
It's on a table that's not the table we're on, so hopefully whenever we touch the table it doesn't shake everything.
It's only going to do that when the dog bumps into the stand.
Yeah.
We're so exciting. This is exciting. We're so exciting.
Why don't you show off one? Actually,
you show off first.
I feel like Sean might appreciate this. I can't remember if you ever watched The Last Drive-In
with Joe Bob Briggs,
but we got this 2-pack set. It's a Christmas set. And you've wanted this for a while.
I have, yes, because I love things that are decorated for Christmas that aren't Christmas related. So then I can use them as Christmas decorations.
And this thing, it was super expensive, like everywhere you looked.
Yeah, everywhere I looked, it was at least $40 to $50 to $80 to $90.
Funny thing is, I went to the site Plastic Meatball, and they had a non-mint version that you could purchase.
Yes.
And the reason I'm trying to show off the whole box,
we can't find where it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I was waiting for this to be like broken out, or the sides scuffed, crushed, something. No.
Yeah.
So it is perfectly
fine.
Where's
the other one?
And
you didn't bring in the glow in the dark one.
He's in the living room.
Oh.
And it's funny. Sean asked, "Have you seen the new Archie versus Army of Darkness?"
Oh, why, yes, we have.
So I have 2 issue number 1s. They threw one in our pool list, and that was the first one that we got.
Mm-hmm.
But when we saw this cover, we went ahead and
we love this cover.
I love how Archie and Army of Darkness both, if you combine those with like Vampirella, you have all the people in comics that do like all the crossovers.
They're like the whores of comic
basically
books.
Like you're gonna get like an itch. Have you read it? I'm a few pages in. I've been picking it up and reading it like in between tasks in the kitchen, and so far it's been pretty great. I'm very much looking forward to reading it more. We actually have a street. Whenever we go down to Branson, there's a street that's called Riverdale, and every time we drive by it, I have to say to her, "Stay out of Riverdale."
Stay out of Riverdale. I get mad when he doesn't do it. If we drive by it, and I'm like, where is it? Why didn't you say it?
So Sean's not reading his comics; he's just collecting them. I don't know who.
That sounds like me.
Does that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because how many of these do you have now? I think you're a few behind on those.
Yeah. Pick the new Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. She's never going to be Ghost Spider. She's always going to be Spider-Gwen. I'm still reading the very first run back in the early 2000s, I think. So, but my problem is because she keeps hopping around, so I'm following her to the different comics so I can keep an eye on the storyline, and it's very time consuming. And also,
catching up to do.
For a long time, I was narcolepsy, and when I started reading my comics, I'd fall asleep. My CPAP has fixed that.
Then there's the issue 2 cover that I went with.
I like
they had another
things.
Cover. I forget what was on it, but yeah, we went for
it is in the
little monsters.
That's a strong martini or Mai Tai already.
Wow.
No, it had the Necronomicon and something else on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one?
It was the Necronomicon one.
I'm trying to shove it up in your face.
So, what do you guys think? I can't tell if those are real dogs or plushies that have come to life and are attacking people. Either way, they're adorable.
And to answer your question, Sean,
the new Spider-Man trailer?
We have not.
Comic
Spider-Man Rob. Trailer? Yeah, she doesn't listen to her polos. Comic Rob actually sent us a polo asking if we had watched it because he wanted to go full nerd mode with us. He knows this one is a little bit of a Spider-Man.
I did see that there was a Comic Rob polo. So,
but I told him the reason we haven't watched it yet is because I was waiting to make sure it was real. Dude, the last couple of weeks, it's been nothing but like concept trailers and AI trailers and leaks. Leaks. It's like, oh yeah, it's a new Spider-Man trailer leak that came out 4 months ago. That's legit. So no, we haven't watched it yet. But tonight we will watch it.
It says there's 5 people watching us.
The others are silent.
Who's here?
AI crap is driving me nuts. What about our stupid AI thumbnails that we keep using?
I love them, and I don't care if people don't like them. They're amazing.
Yeah, I've actually been having fun with them.
Did you see our? Did you post the St. Patty's Day one?
I did.
I love that one. My little dragon had a beer and a hat. How cute is that? You can't do that for reals.
I also posted the bookworm one to go along with our book pickup video.
That's fun.
From like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I love it. I want to show something off.
Okay.
I got a giant Lilith. Look at her. She's like the size of my head. But yeah, I don't know anything about the game. I've never played the game, but she looked really, really cool. So she's just really big and really cool looking. And I almost didn't get her, but then Tom was like, roll a die to see what you get. And then I rolled the die and it came up not get her, but our old the guy who used to own our comic book shop that he doesn't anymore now. He just goes to conventions. He just looked at me. He was there and he goes, just get it. So I just got it.
I was thinking there was one that you and I were going to play together, but when I looked it up in the list,
I don't remember.
The only one that we have is Diablo 3 on PS4, which is a shame because I could have swore I had Diablo on PS1, which I guess I don't.
I don't know, but she's super cool and super like really got a lot of cool details. And you know, the funny thing is we have preached for years, take your shit out of the box because you can't see how cool it is unless it's out of the box. You can play with it or display it or whatever. The lady who runs the comic book shop said they got in a whole bunch. They sell new pops in boxes, but they got in a huge lot of opened pops. And she said, we have the pop open and in a box. The open ones are selling more than the ones that are in the boxes because I guess it's because people can see how cool they are. So it's like, we're right. Everyone who doesn't take them out of the boxes are wrong.
Wow. Well,
no one's here. I can be.
Anakin Skywalker is here asking about any news on Missouri Comic-Con. Depends on what news
do you want to know? Because we have news-ish. Like,
where do you stand on sharing that news?
I don't know. I don't know if we're allowed to. I guess it doesn't matter. He's been announced. So if you're going, I don't know. I don't know if I get in trouble from Joey. Maybe I won't say anything. You'll just have to go and see and find out.
I guess suffice it to say, there are some guests that we're actually pretty stoked that will be there because let's face it, it's Southwest Missouri. It's not exactly a happening spot to get celebrities to come out to. So
I'm personally excited for Alan Tudyk being there and Jonathan Franks and Brett Spiner. And you're super excited.
Did you call him Brett again?
I think I did. Brent Spiner. Sorry, Brett Spiner. And then you're super excited about Kane Hodder.
Yeah. Freaking getting Jason Voorhees to show up there, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah. This will be our third Jason we've met. Third or fourth Jason that we've met.
I think third. No, maybe fourth. Yeah. Because we met some of the stuntmen.
Yeah.
Well, Green Tunic, thank you on the Zelda poster in the back. Try to find it.
It is.
So that was the one from the Zelda Symphony that this lady was nice enough to get us tickets to when they came to Kansas City. So we went up there and we made a weekend out of it. And it was very, very cool. I actually really enjoyed that. And Anakin,
you got the photo up with Jonathan Franks. Nice.
That'll
I'm too cheap for those. I go to the one at the, the selfie at the table. which still I think are too expensive because it's my phone, but whatever. I still get excited.
In Search of Darkness sounds familiar. Is that the new Jason Goes to Hell documentary? Is that the one that I'm thinking of? I might be thinking of something else. I don't remember exactly what they called that now. I gotta humble myself and see what I'm thinking of.
It's an 80s horror document.
Oh, maybe we have it then.
No, we definitely need to look that up then.
Yeah.
Because that's awesome. Because you recently showed me a trailer for...
I'll make sure I take a picture to make sure I have...
Was it just Women in Horror documentary? Yeah. So he recently showed me a trailer for that, and I'm super excited about that. Because, you know, women haven't been in horror according to modern day people, which are stupid. It's like you obviously have not been watching horror from back in my day because women have always been there. What else you got?
There's actually a lot of stuff that we've thrown into our streaming stuff lately that we need to get around to. Extremely well done. Interviews with the actors and directors.
Ooh, nice.
Definitely going to check that out too, because that's kind of something that we've been doing a lot lately too, is just checking out.
Yes, documentaries are fun.
Especially on the older 80s movies, like horror and everything.
Because the stuff that we grew up with, and then now we get to learn all the secrets and the stuff about it. So that's always fun. Yeah, definitely am excited to look that up.
Well, there's another comic of yours.
Oh yeah, I got this one strictly on the cover alone. It's a Sorcerer Supreme, but it's got all my favorite ladies on the front. So I'm very excited to look this one up. But I only got issue 3 because, like I said, I got it off of the cover. So I'll have to find issues 1 and 2, or just read it in my app.
I was going to ask
if
you're going
to
to get the
to read it in
issues
my app.
or do the app one.
Yeah, if I like the series enough, then I'll probably go back since it's only on number 3. I'm going to show the other one off.
Oh, this
one I 100% got off the cover because it was just a really, really cool looking cover. And then flipping through it, I can't tell if...
Show them the cover while you're telling them about it.
Well, I couldn't tell if she is a vampire or a vampire hunter in like colonial England, I think. Either colonial England or colonial America. But it's really cool. The only problem is I don't like the stylized art where it's black and white, but there's a few bits of color and stuff, but the storyline seemed interesting, and this was issue number 1, so I'm gonna check it out. But I just thought it was a really pretty cover.
Do you know what is it called? Stake, or
it's Stake, which is another series presents Jessamy, so it's like an offshoot of it. So I don't know, but it looked interesting.
Our comic shop gets so much money from us just picking stuff up based on the cover alone.
Yeah, that's how I started.
You guys don't do that though, right? No. Yes, that's what I was thinking. It very much
I think that's why I was drawn to it, because there was another cover that I almost got, which I may go back this weekend and pick up anyway, just because I liked it.
Same issue.
But remember that cover made you think of the vampire from Resident Evil. I don't know if it shows. I don't think it shows the covers on this one, but
one of the were they sisters or daughters to Lady?
I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know.
But yeah, it was basically like if you had taken a cosplayer and put them on the cover.
Yeah, it was cool looking. I bought a lot of things just because of the cover. Here, give me the next one. This is another one I bought literally just for the cover because I was like, I'm a huge history buff, and I was like, that is hilarious.
What's up, Lockhart? Hey, freak of 4.
So yeah, I just literally got it for the cover. So
you don't even care about the story.
I'll read the story eventually because that's like issue number 13. But I wanted that cover. Let's catch up to the chat here. What's going on? Cover makes me cat. We read that one.
So where's your comic shop located at? We go to Comic
like
Force.
2 blocks away.
It is off Campbell Street, South Campbell. So like if you're coming into Springfield from James River, if you hit Bass Pro on Campbell, you've gone just too far.
Yeah. But
Comic Force is a really good one. And there's also on Campbell, actually, a little ways down by, was that Primrose?
Talking about Nerd City?
Yeah.
It's in the shopping center that Marty's Sports Bar and Grill is, and Cedars, right across from Walmart. The shopping center directly across from Walmart Supercenter on Campbell. Nerd City Comics. I don't think he has a sign up yet. He hasn't been there very long. He just moved to that location.
But he's got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And Comic Force has new stuff. Nerd City currently just has old stuff, but he's
working
starting
on new stuff.
on getting new
Yes,
stuff.
which is going to be great because I think hopefully he'll be up and running in time for Free Comic Book Day, and then he gets to participate in Free Comic Book Day, which that'll be fun.
Lockhart was asking if we had issue 1 and 2 of Archie versus Army of Darkness. We do, because I mean, I can't resist a good crossover. Love anything Army of Darkness, and then that cover right there was just amazing. The only other comic that I've picked up recently was at a thrift shop. It was an old Gen 13 Generation X crossover. Again, sucker for crossovers. Plus, I mean, it's like the 2 most 90s superhero groups ever. I've never read this either. This is the dude I was telling you about the other day, Chamber, where his mutant power burst his chest open and everything.
That sucks. No more jaw. Some people, they really need that strong jaw, or they just look weird.
It's not just comics that we've been reading, and I just want to show this because I don't know if anyone knows about it. So I have been playing Witcher 3. I finally got around to playing it. But the nice thing is I had the complete edition of Wild Hunt, so I had all the DLC with it.
And we've been playing on the PS5, so it's pretty.
So I get all the experiences. But have you guys checked out The Little Witcher?
It is so cute.
It is it's like a little storybook thing.
She calls Geralt Daddy. Did she call him Daddy Geralt or Dad
so.
Geralt, and then Mommy Jennifer or Yennefer? I mean, Mommy
Yennefer. This page is great. So yeah, Syria's having a nightmare. Little Syria's having a nightmare. She comes in to tell Geralt that there's a monster in her closet, and he tells her the swords are under the bed. She takes the swords. She goes in there and she's like, "That's not working. We need to try something else." And he's like, "Get the bombs. Just remember shields." I know. They have a short fuse. But it was like a super cutesy thing. I actually picked this up on Amazon. It was fairly cheap when I got it. I think it's like usually around the $15 range, but I think it was on sale for like $10 or something. And it's just like ridiculously cute. There's a dandelion up there on the back. All series of doodles.
Let's see. What else we got going on here?
All right. So Lockhart got my copies of them not too long ago. Can't wait for issue 3. Should was it like 2 weeks out? Maybe 1 week? I don't keep up too much on time spans for comics.
I think it's on Wednesdays though, isn't it?
And then Green Tunic, I watch all the classic 80s and 90s movies with my son. Yes.
Good job.
13 now. Actually wondering the other day if he's ready for Army of Darkness. I think so at 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you do the very first one or the second one? That's the redo of the first one.
It's always tricky because I feel like you appreciate Army of Darkness that much more, especially at least if you've watched Evil Dead 2, which kind of pulls in elements of the first one.
Redoes the first one.
I mean, they're good enough to go through them.
Shut up, Linda.
It was I think our kiddo was 13 when we did her first Jason movie.
Yeah, we started with 6.
We did part 6 because part 6 has no nudity. There's implied adult situations, but otherwise the deaths, like the kills, they're fairly tame compared to some of the other ones. I think they're like the Witcher graphic novel.
It's a good one, guys. Get it.
VKQ, get here and we're talking Evil Dead, of course. I mean, it's us, which, I'm just going to keep showing it.
He's going to keep showing it up.
He just got here, so make sure you get the Archie Army of Darkness crossover.
Has anybody gotten any of the fun golden books of like the Alien, and I think there's a Doctor Who and Star Wars golden books? Those are fun. I want to get some of those.
Oh no, I lost my bookmarks.
Uh-oh.
I'll have to start over. Oh no.
My tie's making my cheeks pink. I'm getting hot.
As far as gaming stuff, I'll throw out there that I know a lot of people have been playing it and already beating it, but Tiger Chainsaw Studios here on YouTube, he's started his own studio and he's put out Maiden of the Dark. I haven't sat down to play this one yet, but it's very much a Game Boy aesthetic and everything. There we go. But I'm looking forward to checking this out, and he's already hard at work on his next game. I can't say anything
VKQ
else.
got the He-Man Golden Book. Nice.
Yes.
Is that based on the cartoon or the new movie coming out? I'm very curious about that. Green Tunic, you were talking about, keep that in mind for your kiddo. Something that we learned with ours growing up is on IMDb, kind of down at the bottom, was it parental advice or something like that? But a lot of parents would go in there and comment on movies, whether they thought this was okay for kids and like what's in it, what you need to look out for in case there's, if you're okay with blood, but you're not okay with, language or whatever. So keep that in mind, because yes, keep going with all the good TV and movie shows you're doing.
Hello, Loco. It's something that we also did with our kiddo was made sure that she saw like a lot of the Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Mm-hmm.
Just because
those are good introductory.
Yeah, they're nice introductory, and it's like you're gonna be an adult for so long in your life. It's like enjoy the younger kiddie stuff while you can really enjoy it, because the older you get, the more cynical you get, and you're like, I don't know about that. It's kind of cheesy. I mean, it's good cheese though.
Cheesy. Snatty. Oh, sorry, Winston just bumped the table.
I don't really think these are games, but since I was showing some games, you guys, what was the phrase for Quiz Whiz? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
You gotta be a Winston quiz. Whoa, earthquake!
Sorry, guys, I'm getting Winston to lay down.
Anyway, in a thrift shop, there was some boxed. I mean, this one's got a label right over it, but we've got Math Mania. So cartridge quiz book number 7.
Maybe we'll have to take that to Mo GameCon and see if Cap wants to play it.
He probably would. Freaking nerd. And then there's the Guinness Book of World Records. And let's see, this was 1980.
I bet they're all out of date.
I bet they are. It'd be interesting to see if any of them hold up. And then there was a superhero one, which has got a very strong DC presence.
I was going to say, I can see Superman and Batman and Robin. And is that Green Lantern? Yeah, Green Lantern and the Flash. There's other superheroes in DC, right?
But they were like $5 each, and it was nice to get them boxed. So I was like, sure, it's weird. That's what we usually go to, weird stuff. VKQ said, took Quinn to see Friday the 13th at a cabin in the woods by Friday the 13th.
That's awesome.
We need to hang out with you guys on Friday the 13th. That would have been amazing. Any thoughts? Is Quinn a fan now, or did the cabin experience make it that much better? And Green Tunic watched them all with him when he was younger.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny, the parental guidelines on IMDb. I mean, they go all out. They hit the obvious notes of gore, violence, sex, but then they'll talk about like tobacco use and alcohol use. So and then like bad language and everything. And it's like, okay. I mean,
you know what I like? I like when you're watching an animated film and they say, warning, cartoon violence. It cracks me up.
Well, it's because Maggie attacked her dad with the mallet, trying to emulate Itchy and Scratchy. That's why. They got, because they have some stuff they took out that they didn't have in the theatrical cut. I saw something on Twitter, I think it was just today, and it reminded me about the Blu-ray edition of the big set of Friday the 13th Part 2, in which when they were producing that, they actually got in touch with the special effects guy who had claimed there were legends, stories, that he had an uncut version of the special effects. And sure enough, they tracked him down, and he had it on like an old VHS tape.
Nice.
And so they were able to put it on the Blu-ray, which I thought was amazing.
Person after my own heart. She felt bad for the snake, but didn't care about who was getting killed. That's me right here. Yep. I could care less about the people getting killed, how they're getting killed, how brutal they're getting killed. You hurt an animal, or even, well, not necessarily bugs, but like you hurt. Sometimes I feel bad about the bugs.
Bugs. Like bugs, you can hurt them all you want.
But yeah, like you hurt any kind of creature, and I'm like, you did. He'll even say that too. If we're like watching some guy and he'll like kick a dog or hurt a dog, Tom goes, oh, Lacey's doesn't like you now. She's waiting for you to die.
I think I was looking real quick because I thought I thought there was something about the snake killing in Friday the 13th that like really gave a push. I don't think it started it, but I think it like really gave that push to the MPAA about, you know, protecting animals in movies, like to make sure.
I know
that people...
Milo and Otis did.
Wow, yeah, you want to talk horror? Let's go really bad.
Milo and Otis. They actually threw the dogs over the cliff, but that's neither here nor there.
Very true. Hurting animals media is such a cheap way to get people to react. We mentioned Kane Hodder coming to Missouri Comic-Con earlier, and Kane Hodder has actually got on record saying that they asked him to do a scene where he kicked a dog in one of the Friday the 13th movies, and he was like, no, absolutely not. Jason wouldn't do that. It's like,
good job.
Yeah, because he wouldn't.
No.
I mean, even in 2, you think he might have killed the dog, but they're back at the end. Yay, it's all safe. What was the last thing you got at the comic shop? Because you don't have enough of these.
Don't ask me why I bought this. I just was drawn to it. But I bought... Speaking of Spider-Man, like we talked about at the beginning of the... I bought a journal. I don't know why. I just liked the fact that it looked like a comic book cover. And then the inside pages are just like Spider-Man. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I have a plethora of journals because a lot of the mystery boxes, that's what they throw in for fillers is journals. And I always want to be a journaler, but I usually start and do like a couple of days and then I get bored or I never know what to talk about. So, which is funny because I usually can't shut up. So you would think I would be able to journal, but I guess I don't want to talk to myself. But yeah, I don't know why I bought it, but it was cool. So
I like this, by the way. Laughing in the Dark is a standout. Are You Afraid of the Dark episode? We watched that when he was like 7, spooked him. We still bring up that episode sometimes.
That's fine.
There were some episodes that could like easily get under your skin.
I can't remember the title of it, but the one that I always remembered, and I remembered it from when I watched it as a kid. And so like when we rewatched it with our kid, it was really eerie to like see that episode again because it was like I just watched it. But it was the episode where the little boy froze to death outside and you just see his ghost and he just kept going, I'm cold. I'm cold. And that just always stuck with me. I always just see that little kid and the way he would say that and he would just be like shivering.
I'm gonna start wandering around the house saying that just
don't
to mess
you dare.
with you.
You know that you shouldn't scare me like that because you know it'll happen.
So Lockhart asked, what are your thoughts on the animated series of Friday the 13th coming out soon? Is that the Womp Stomp one with Ghost Jason? That's the only one that I know of. Is there something else? Because if there is and I'm missing out, please let me know.
I have not seen any trailers for it, so I don't know.
And then Anakin, was the snake real? It was, sadly, in the first Friday the 13th movie. Yeah, and they chop it up with a machete. There were even actors in that scene that after the fact, I think on Crystal Lake Memories, they were talking about like how put off they were by that scene and everything. So it's a bit of BS because also snakes aren't that bad.
No, they're not. No,
have a snake.
Snakes are great
together.
Yeah, I love snakes. They're not slimy. They're not gross. They're just misunderstood creatures.
It's the best ride in the park when you're laughing in the dark. And, watching X-Files for the first time in my life near the end of season 1.
Wow.
Nice. What do you think?
Is that holding up?
Yeah. Is it drawing you in? They did a lot of cool stuff with X-Files. I remember there was a big deal because they actually had an episode written by Stephen King. Mm-hmm. And if I recall, it was with a creepy doll. So
of course,
Jonathan Colton could have come in and done the song for that episode, but I guess he didn't. I don't know. He's probably a kid back then.
I don't know, how old is he? That show went off the rails near the end too.
Yeah,
that one was.
Don't spoil it though. No spoilers. I mean, it's been
got weird.
30 years.
Oh,
is it longer than that? I don't want to.
I don't want to think about it.
It says man. Loving it so far though. Very nice.
Cancer Man.
Think about the only other thing I have to show off. Then it's all up to you.
Let me show off something.
Okay.
For the new Mario movie, anybody excited about that one? Got the Yoshi that comes with it. He's actually really cool. He's got a lot of movement, like even like his ankles like can bend and his little hands can like bend in and out. And he came with this hat that does not fit on his head. like the movie. Tom had to shove it on there, and then also got the Rosalina because she's my favorite. But Yoshi came with this backpack and these sunglasses, but Tom decided that Rosie needed.
It's more fitting.
Yeah, it is. But you can see her little feetsies there, and she's got this clear stand.
Whoa!
Sorry. She has a clear stand here, so it looks like she's floating up there. But yeah, she's
doesn't
really
she
neat.
look more fitting like that because of the girls that have like the super huge purse, the giant bag,
yes,
the big old.
She just needs like one of those Stanley cups.
Yeah, that's like the size of her torso. And then it'd be perfect.
And then there's a closer look at Yosh. His hat says Big Apple or New York City in a Big Apple.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
So I'm very excited. These are going to add to the rest of the Mario movie action figures from the first movie when we go see it April 1st. We got our tickets. Has anybody else got their tickets? Y'all ready to go?
VKQ says, got our tickets for the second. Nice. They're already. Didn't you? Yeah, you already got ours.
I got our tickets, and it's on April 1st. And we are going to a family party, which is a lot of fun because I don't know if anybody has an Alamo where they are and you go to movie parties. They'll also do family parties, and we went to the family party for the Mario one, and they always have some fun props and fun stuff going on before the movie goes off. So I'm excited. I love it. I'm so excited that my Rosie is going to be in a movie finally. I love Rosalina. She's my favorite.
Yeah, the story of getting her amiibo is a great one just because you had to have it.
I had to have her.
And we went to a Target before they even opened.
Because we were going to go get in line. And there was a bunch of cars in the parking lot. Super cold. But nobody was in line up there. And I was like,
because it was cold.
Yeah. I was like, I don't care. I'm going to get Rosie. There's no way I'm not going to get her. So I parked the car. We both get out and we go stand up in line. And when we got up to the door, like 4 or 5 nerds got out of the car. And I made them basically get out of the car and come get in line because I was like, mm-mm.
But it was a good thing too, because at the time they had what?
5.
4 or 5?
5. Yeah. They didn't realize they were only going to get 5. So they came in and handed out tickets to the first 5 people in line. And then they also asked, they said, we didn't know we were getting this, but we also got Sheik. And anybody want Sheik? And he's like, I do.
I'm like, yeah, that's who I'm here for.
Yeah. So, and the funny thing is, once they opened the doors, of course, no one paid attention to the fact that you had to have a ticket to get it. So everybody kept running to the back of the store to the electronics, and they're like, sorry, if you don't have a ticket, you don't get one.
So Lockhart shared some knowledge. Did you know Stephen King loved The Evil Dead and did an article for Twilight Magazine? Later introduced Sam and the gang to De Laurentiis. Nice. That is awesome. As VKQ so excited. I love this. Mario movie, arcade, junk food. Hell yeah. And probably a chance to continue working on the skee ball quest, I'm sure. And Loco says, I'm waiting for Wario to show up in the movies.
That'll be fun.
Do you think it'll be this movie? Like we're getting Yoshi, we're getting Rosie. So do you think Wario is going to be a little like post-credit
He could
character?
be. Him because and Waluigi.
Who else would you say for a post-credit scene if you've already introduced these characters? Or Daisy.
I was getting ready to say Daisy. We haven't seen her yet. So that could be fun. But anybody going to try really, really hard? I know, Sean, you are, to get the Yoshi popcorn bucket. The funny thing is, I'm hoping this one's not going to be that difficult because I am seeing pretty much every single theater is going to have the Yoshi bucket, including the Alamo. Some Alamos are going to be carrying it. So hopefully we can all get it. But the one I am actually going to try to get, aside from the Yoshi one, is I want the tiny cauldron, Bowser's Cauldron popcorn bucket that holds 3 kernels of popcorn.
Not that you collect these things.
I don't collect popcorn buckets.
Thanks a lot, Sean.
Yes, it's Sean's
if you're
fault.
still in here, thanks. Thanks so much for that.
And Tom gets irritated every time my messenger goes off because Sean is sending me do you want this popcorn bucket? Do you want this popcorn bucket? He's like, shut up, Sean, stop it. I do want that Devil Wears Prada purse popcorn bucket. If you come across it. We don't have a Cinemark where we are, so I can't get it.
Hey, while VKQ is here, why don't you show this guy off? Because that's someone who will definitely appreciate it. So where did you get this?
So I had to get it online because this came from Japan because our McDonald's sucks here. I got the slime nesting doll thing. So there's Grimace.
What is Grimace? When I grew up, I always heard he was supposed to be a milkshake.
I do not believe the taste bud thing. That is
I've
BS.
heard he's a taste bud. So
that
what is
BS.
Grimace?
My taste buds don't look like this. They're not purple. And then inside Grimace, Birdie. So cute. Look at her little pigtail. It's adorable. And then inside Birdie, we got the Hamburglar.
Robble, robble.
Robble, robble.
Tell your mom story.
So when we used to live up in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom up until I went to high school, but she was bored, so she decided to go get a job at McDonald's, and they made her, because she's short, they made her go to all the school functions and parties dressed as the Hamburglar. Then she would hand out the McDonald's cookies. I don't know if anybody remembers those McDonald's cookies, not the chocolate chip cookies, the little ones in the plastic bag. And I used to get extra ones because I'd go up to the Hamburglar at the school function and be like, "Can I have some cookies?" And she'd be like, well, wouldn't talk, but I'd get extra bags.
She wouldn't even say robble, robble?
Well, she would say robble, robble. Actually, no, I don't think they would let her talk at all. She just had to do facial gestures or whatever.
And best of all, inside the Hamburglar, oh,
you got the metal slime.
You better be swinging fast.
Which is funny too, because actually, he opens up, so I don't.
Oh, there's nothing in there.
I know. I'm surprised they didn't put a tiny solid.
We've got that little crystal looking slime. We could slide him in there and hide him in there.
So yeah, I love it. It's so cute. Now the question is do we display them all out next to each other, or just the ones, the big slime, and then people can open them up themselves?
I think nesting doll style, so that it's a lovely surprise if they should pick them up and start looking through them.
And look through it.
Yeah, freaking Japan. They get all the cool stuff.
I know.
They seriously do.
Also, speaking of, it's not, slime related, but their McDonald's got a Stanley Cup style Grimace cup. And I wanted that so bad. Yeah. But yeah, we didn't get it. Sucks.
Yeah, it would be a bad day if we ever went to Japan. She's talked about how we would need to buy a second suitcase.
Yeah, we're basically just going to, we're not going to take any clothes over there. We're just going to take empty suitcases and then buy more suitcases. Or just go to the UPS store over there and, ship everything home.
That's true, yeah. Put it on my work account.
Your boss is like, why is there $500 worth of shipping supplies?
I'll write it off and be like, I was totally talking to the guy at the UPS store about medical supplies, so it counts.
It's all together. It's all together.
Yeah, I thought Keith would like that. That is so great.
I love it. It just keeps going. It does. It just keeps going.
So let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Kind of game related. What have you been playing lately?
Oh, I've been playing a new game, guys. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Wish Blossom Edition.
What's up, Slayer?
Actually, they just announced today, which is very frustrating because I couldn't get the sweepstakes to work, but they are getting ready to release an update to work on for the Switch 2. And obviously, if you already have the game on the Switch, you get the free upgrade to Switch 2, but they're doing a whole bunch of, improvements and blah, 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 blah. But I haven't even told you this yet. I don't know if it's stickers or if they partnered with Nintendo, but they have a special edition Switch 2 Dreamlight Valley, the Switch 2 itself. And it's the purple thorns from the game, and the dock has the cover of the game on it, and it just looks so cool. I know I'm not going to win it. They're giving away 4 of them, especially because today I couldn't get the stupid sweepstakes to open up to turn in my ticket things, but I want to win it so bad.
So is this the catalyst of you getting a Switch 2 because of the theme?
If they release it to where you can actually buy the theme after the fact, yes, 100%.
Might as well. You put enough hours into that game.
I've been playing it for 4 years now, I think, almost 3 or 4 years. If it's just a special edition giveaway, then obviously no. We're still wait for another kind of special edition. But if they release it for sale, it'll be mine.
So Anakin remembers the cookies and back in high school dressed as the hamburger when I worked at McDonald's and waves in traffic. He thinks Grimace is supposed to be a shake because Grimace's milkshake brings all the hamburglers to the yard. And I also worked at a McDonald's back in high school.
But you didn't wear an outfit.
I didn't wear a hamburger outfit, but I made the hamburgers. Oh, I'll tell you this, though, because they used to let, at least at our store, if you wanted to make your own lunch, you could. So I actually made some good burgers at McDonald's because ours, it had the grill, and right behind me were all the other condiments, and ingredients and stuff. So I grabbed some of the slivered onions, not the dehydrated minced ones. I'd grab those, drop those onto like a 1/4 pound patty, bring that press down and everything. So like cook that onion into the burger. Oh, it was so good. Put the cheese on there, let it melt. It was weird to think that you could actually make like a good burger at McDonald's. So there was that.
I think there's good burgers at McDonald's, but you have to want the McDonald's flavor. It's not like if you want a burger, you go to McDonald's. You want a McDonald's burger.
Freak of Force says the Mario movie looks amazing, and he's stoked for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Oh.
What kind of popcorn bucket is that gonna make you get?
I envision that they'll probably have like Grogu holding something, and so he's holding the bucket. But if they are thinking, I think it would be cute to make his pram into a popcorn bucket.
That would be good. Mm-hmm. That'd be smart. Be a nice choice.
Yes.
Anakin said, VisionCon, I handed out McDonald's fun cookies one year. Nice. Where were our cookies?
Well, VisionCon's been around for 30 plus
years.
Just
saying.
So back in the day.
If you got some 30-year-old cookies, I'll try them.
Hashtag eat the gum. We'll eat that old crap.
VKQ's been playing Terrifier, the arcade game. I kind of want to pick that up. I wavered on getting it physically. I probably should have.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to play it because it looks like fun. I mean, it's a beat 'em up. And you can play as Chris Jericho in there too. So why not? It was Chris Jericho, right? I think of the right guy. I might have Last Drive-In on that brain. And then waiting for the Masters of the Universe game to drop. That looks so fun. I'm so annoying that we're finally getting all these great beat 'em ups, and like it's almost been a drought for in the last 2 years we've been getting them. But before then, because it was a rare occasion, we need to get something like Scott Pilgrim and need to actually have something kind of fun to play.
And he said yes, it's Chris Jericho.
Oh, good. Cool, you can throw it out on your own lunch.
Crimson Desert.
Oh,
I don't think you've shown me any of these games.
No.
I haven't seen the Masters of the Universe one.
Bandana was asking me what I thought about Crimson Desert, and I keep going back and forth on if I want to show her a trailer for it because it's a open world game, but it looks beautiful, and I think it's going to be one that you're going to push for me to get.
I mean, I liked Crimson Peak.
Because it'll just give you more trade.
What was that one game that Sega had me play? Carry On, right?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason I thought it had crimson in the title, but it was just red.
Not even close.
It was a red goo monster on the inside.
Stoked for the Toxic Avenger, Jay and Silent Bob's Chronic Blunt Punch beat 'em ups. See, this is what I'm saying. There's like all the beat 'em ups now.
Mouthful.
And
those are fun games because I mean, even if they do have a story to them, it's like they're just like pick up and play games. They're not like invest time into, and if you come back to them a month later, you're like, "What the heck was I doing?"
You come back to these, it's like
mash the buttons,
punch, kick. It's all in the mind. Lockhart said, "Thought of going to see Evil Dead Burn and later Evil Dead Wrath." I'm excited for Evil Dead Burn. I don't think I've seen any. Have they posted anything for Wrath yet? I've been seeing some postings for Burn. I mean, as long as it's got Evil Dead in the name, I'm there. So. VKQ learning about a Toxic game. Did anyone watch the Toxic Crusaders? We were actually talking about that. Was that this morning or yesterday?
No, this morning.
Because it's one of those cartoons, like a fantastic cartoon based on something that no kid should know technically about.
Yes.
And then applied to like a cartoon. So like Tales from the Crypt Keeper, Rambo, Conan.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was telling you.
I love his battle cry. Yeah. And I think it's an amazing battle cry.
I hope I don't get hurt.
But see, I told Tom, I said, I think he should change it because you're going into battle. You're going to get hurt. It doesn't matter what. It should be, I hope I don't die. So that's my battle cry. If I run into battle, that's what I will say is, I hope I don't die.
That was probably too harsh for the kids though.
Yeah, they probably can't talk about
freaking Sean. Look at this. The Lady Death beat him up. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Does the Lady Death beat him up? I like her comics. I have her action figure.
You do have a action figure. I remember I used to have a card sheet, so like the 9 squares for a card, and I had all of the cards that made on the reverse side the like poster image, and it was of Lady Death. Yeah. We hid that in the naughty spot because if anyone saw that, they'd be like, why is she wearing 3 threads
Almost
of
nothing.
cloth?
2 Band-Aids and a cork.
Wow.
I learned that from my father, by the way.
I like this. Loco just finished Resident Evil 9, Yakuza Kiwami 3, and now playing Split Fiction because Loco plays all the games. I talk about playing a game, and it's like, okay, so here's the game I'm playing, and here's the 7 months that I'll be playing the game. And Loco's always like, by the way, that 100-hour game, yeah, I knocked it out in 20. Weird, right?
I think because we put a lot of time in it, I feel like you went through Witcher a lot faster than usual.
I think so, yeah.
But we were putting a lot of time.
I was having some very much lazy days. It's like, no, I'm not getting anything done around the house today.
But it's such a good game, and it's so much fun. Living with Geralt, he's a fun character. He has a good personality. He's fun.
Speaking of Resident Evil, when are you going to play 7 with the VR? You wanted that big bundle, and you wanted the VR.
The cool stuff that came with it.
There was an agreement.
No, there was not.
I told you if I bought that for you, you'd play it in VR, and you said okay. Oh my gosh, we should have been filming that.
No.
So Split Fiction is awesome. I feel like I need to tell you what. I'm gonna take another picture because I'm gonna have to show you like 100 trailers.
Yeah, that's basically it's not TV night, it's trailer night.
Nothing wrong with that though, right?
No.
Speaking of movie, I like this. See, Sean's got the right idea. We need a Lacey VR video pronto. Dude, I cannot get her back on the VR because that stupid rush of blood moment. And I've used that clip a couple of times in videos where she puts it on and she sees like the scary girls right next to her. And yeah.
Well, because it was just so quiet. And, you hear the Frere Jacques song in the background and you're like, your brain. And I knew, I was like, something's coming. Something is coming. That's because they're singing Frere Jacques all creepily. And then, I'm looking around and I don't see them. And I'm thinking, oh, it's fine. And then I just turn my head and they're right here. And I'm like, nope. Nope.
Hey. BKQ saying hi to you.
Say hi, Winston.
He's like, let me up there, and I will. Come here. There you go.
Here, you can. It's a family affair.
This isn't going to end well, is it?
Winston loves his brother.
Winston gets freaked out because he's 50 plus pounds, and he doesn't like it when I pick him up because I can pick him up.
Hey, now kids, quit. Stop.
So,
what were we saying?
Sean's saying that you need to play VR. So
that's right.
Play VR.
Look, I cannot promise that I will play the entire game. But if we turn it on, I promise to let Tom film me the first time playing a little bit of it. Yes. You heard it right here, folks. Yes. And if this live disappears, there's no record of it.
No. Slayer says Witcher 3 is one of my favorites. Best side quest voice acted and felt like main quest. Yes. Whoa.
Sorry, Doug hit his head on the table.
That is something that I've loved. It's kind of like a love and loosely like hate relationship because they do feel like side quests or main quests. And I feel bad if she's not in the room because normally she'll just stick around for like the main story. And she's like, oh, if you want to do side quests, go for it. But some of them are so good and they're so fun. And I feel bad because you've missed out on some really funny ones. Like it's a very subtle humor to it.
Yeah.
In some of them, which I really like.
I think my favorite one so far has been the one with Roach.
Oh my gosh.
That one was amazing.
You take a special brew and Roach, your horse starts talking to you. And
then he chastises you.
Well, they call out game elements because Geralt even says to Roach, he's like, hey, I've always had a question for you. Whenever I whistle for you, how do you always show up? And he's like, what? You mean like if you're on a different island or something? He's like, yeah, how do you do that? He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, well, how come you could do that, but you can't get over a fence. And he's like, yeah, no, that's really annoying, right?
And then he goes, maybe you should learn how to control me better.
I should. I'm terrible at horse.
So it's hilarious. I like the fact that they even make fun of the fact that Roach is a female horse, but yet when Roach starts talking to you, it's clearly a male voice. And Witcher's like, you don't sound like I think you should. And he goes, what do you think a talking horse should sound like? So they're even making fun of the fact that they, didn't use a feminine sounding voice for it.
So Sean says PSVR is so much better. Wish you could play VR1 games with it. You can't. I did not know that. I haven't looked into the PSVR 2 a lot because when we got the VR1, you went hot and heavy with it for a while. I did.
I was playing
Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within, yes, which is the video or the board game Werewolf Among Us. But it was so much fun. But the problem was I played it during the day when I had the day off, and so the only people I could play it with was British people because they were awake and everybody else was at work.
But you went hot and heavy with it, and then after that, we kind of just like completely fell off playing it.
Yeah,
and that's been the thing that hasn't pushed us to get the 2. But I've heard good things about.
We've also considered not getting the PlayStation 1, but getting Oculus
because I do hear good things about Oculus.
So I don't know.
And Slayer agrees. Hate that you can't play PSVR 1 games. It's like, what's the point? Especially when half of the stuff is basically digital anyway. It's like, let me load it from your system, load it from the disc, put it on your system. Who cares?
We also had really shitty internet back in the day too, when we were playing that.
That's so true. I think that and part of the reason why we didn't do live videos, it would be so bad. It'd be like, hey.
Definitely make sure you're not doing some weird face when it freezes. You're like, am I picking my nose?
VKQ, great news. Someone got a certain Wii U up and running. Oh, nice. I'm glad to hear that, actually, because I did not know what to do with that thing. Especially because of the whole missing gamepad thing. I was like, that could be a pain. But I also felt like it's been long enough that someone must have made a gamepad or something.
Someone was happy that the doggy kissed his brother. That's nice.
So Quest 3, it's awesome because it's standalone in PC VR. And the Terrifier game is fantastically, gruesomely hilarious fun. Not meant to be played solo. I think that's how like all the beat 'em ups are, though. Like if you try to play a beat 'em up game, you are in for a challenge. Although depending on the game, you might be in for a challenge if it's co-op, because if you can hurt one another, that's like always the first thing you do whenever. Yeah,
you hurt each other, and you're like, oh, yep.
It's like, wait, here, come here. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I cut your head off.
You want the top or the bottom of the screen? Oh wait. I already put it away, but there's one other thing I wanted to share just because it's a very goofy find. Does anyone know that this even existed?
So it's just me now. It's weird. It's awkward. Hey, everybody. Do a little dance. Come back. Where'd he go? Oh, he's really gone. Oh, there he is.
It's not often we see PSP stuff out in the wild.
I was wondering why that wasn't on the table, because it's like, we got to show this off. It's hilarious.
Well, it's not a game, guys.
No.
I'm sorry, it's not a PSP game.
It's a movie.
It is a movie. Was anybody familiar with Casey and the Co-Ed? Yeah.
Let's just flip that around for y'all. It's like a Skinamax.
Yep. It was at a thrift shop. It was with like 3 other movies. I think one we already had, and the other we weren't all that interested in.
It's hilarious.
But I think it was like $4.
Yeah, we had
because
to get
of it. Mature audiences only. It's like, we've got to get that. Okay. When dull accountant Paul marries sexy and feisty young co-ed Casey, he has no idea what he's in for. Tired of their less than fiery sex life, Casey turns her work as a painter into her ultimate fantasy, getting to know all her models on a more intimate level.
Sean, are you serious? 1, you've really been looking for this, and 2, it's really pricey. How'd you even know about this?
Sean,
do I want to know how you know about this?
Actually, is it?
We don't pay attention to prices. If
I
it's
never
cheap,
know.
we'll get it. We don't buy things just because it's really expensive elsewhere and we found a good price for it. Later, we find out that we got it for a good price.
So, a couple of things. VKQ agrees all beat 'em ups are meant to be co-op.
I know, I saw that quickly as he tells the T on Tom. Well, his name does start with a T.
Oh, wow. Wow. That was bad.
This is getting down there. So
Slayer. If I had that as a teen, I would never have left my room. But I mean, can you play a PSP with one hand?
You can prop it up somewhere. You only need one hand.
But no, like it's such a stupid thing. But this is the kind of like weird stuff that I like collecting. It's like the stupid Quiz Whiz things. Like, who cares about a Quiz Whiz superhero or math or anything game? It was the fact that they're in the boxes, and then the fact that this even exists. It's just like that weird oddball thing. We had picked up, which I mean, I was glad to get because they're fine. But the Darkstalkers anime, it was Alpha and Omega on PSP as well, and it's like it's so just cooler. Than
Sean did say, seriously, how and why do you know about that? That's what I want to know.
We'll have to look into that now. Maybe that was a good find.
Well, we know what he's doing when he comes over.
Wow, I'll have it charged for you.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
No. Go ahead. I'm busy taking a drink.
I was going to say, I'll make sure I have a brand new box of tissues.
Wow.
Well,
research.
Researching what?
All right. Well,
minds want to know.
I think we've wasted people's time for about an hour, which is what we were shooting for.
My D20 broke.
So just throwing this back out there. So the idea was we've always wanted to do like just kind of a live, maybe once a month, twice a month or so, but do something live just to kind of hang out with people. Kind of skirt away from standard pickup videos and just hang out here. And, you know, if we got something, show it. Or if the conversation's good, just chat with you guys instead. But also just to kind of keep in touch with everyone, know what they're playing, reading, watching, listening,
letting us know what we need to obviously look up.
Yeah, because there's like 6 or 7 trailers that I now need to pull up. So thank you guys for coming and joining us. I think that we are going to
need more Marvel pint glasses. Yes.
Ooh.
We need the Gambit one to go with that Rogue one you got me.
Yeah.
I need that Gambit.
Did he also get you the Deadpool one as well?
I think so.
That I like to use every now and then. I like to use all of her glasses.
You can't use my Rogue because that's mine.
But well, anyway, we are going to get out of your guys' hair. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and hopefully we will set this up and do it again. So you guys have a good evening.
Deadpool.
Get something to eat, and make sure that you track down your Casey the co-ed on PSP.
We'll have it charged for you, Sean. Don't worry. And it's portable, so on the way up to Kansas City.
Oh, no. Nope. Bye, guys.
Bye, nerdlings.